Your dachshund heard you the first time. They just chose to ignore you. And if you think that stubborn little hot dog is going to magically start listening just because you asked nicely, you're about to have a very frustrating few years ahead of you. But here's the good news. Dachshunds aren't untrainable. You're just speaking the wrong language. In the next few minutes, I'm going to show you exactly why your dachshund treats your commands like suggestions, and more importantly, how to flip that script so they obey you the first time, every time. This isn't about dominance or being mean. This is about understanding the dachshund brain and using it to your advantage. Because once you crack the code on how these little hound dogs think, training becomes almost effortless. So stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll have a clear action plan to transform your selective listener into an obedient companion. Step 1. Become more interesting than everything else. Your dachshund obeys whoever controls what they want, period. Right now, the environment is more interesting than you. The squirrel outside, the crumb under the couch, the neighbor's dog barking 3 houses down. All of these things are offering your dachshund more value than your commands. Here's how you fix it. You become the gatekeeper of everything your dachshund loves, and I mean everything. Food, toys, walks, playtime, affection. Nothing happens unless they earn it with obedience. Start simple. Before you put their food bowl down, make them sit. Not eventually, not after the 5th time you ask, the first time. If they don't sit, the bowl goes back up on the counter. You wait 10 seconds and try again. Your dachshund will test you. They'll look at you like you've lost your mind. They'll try to jump up or whine or walk away. Ignore all of it. The only thing that makes the food appear is a sit on the first command. Do this with everything. Wants to go outside? Sit first. Wants their favorite squeaky toy? Down first. Wants on the couch next to you? Eye contact and a calm wait first. You're not being cruel. You're teaching your dachshund that good things come from listening to you immediately. Step 2. Use high-value rewards strategically. Dachshunds are food-motivated little vacuum cleaners, and you need to use that to your advantage. But here's where most people mess up. They use the same boring kibble for training that their dog gets for free in their bowl twice a day. Why would your dachshund work hard for something they already get? You need high-value rewards, small pieces of chicken, cheese, hot dog, liver treats, things that make your dachshund's eyes light up, things they can't get any other time. And here's the critical part. These rewards only come out for first-time obedience. If you say come and your dachshund ignores you, then finally comes on the 3rd try, no treat, none. You don't reward delayed obedience. You acknowledge they came, but there's no jackpot. But if you call them once and they spin around and come running, that's when you rain treats like confetti. You make first-time obedience the best decision your dachshund makes all day. Step 3. Keep training sessions short and frequent. Dachshunds have the attention span of a goldfish wearing a tiny crown. Okay, that's a bit dramatic, but the point stands. Long training sessions bore them, and a bored dachshund is a defiant dachshund. Instead of one 30-minute training marathon, do 6 5-minute sessions throughout the day. Quick, focused, high-energy bursts where you practice 1 or 2 commands, reward heavily for first-time obedience, and then end on a win. This keeps your dachshund engaged and prevents them from tuning you out. And here's a pro tip. Always end the session before your dachshund wants to. Leave them wanting more. If you stop while they're still excited and eager, they'll be pumped for the next session. If you drag it out until they're done, they'll start avoiding training time altogether. Step 4. Master your timing and tone. Dachshunds are smart, scary smart. They read your body language, your tone, and your energy better than you realize. If you sound unsure, they won't listen. If you sound angry, they'll shut down. You need to find that sweet spot. Calm, confident, and matter-of-fact. When you give a command, say it once. Not 3 times, not in a questioning tone. Once, clearly, like you expect it to happen. Sit, then wait. Give your dachshund 3 to 5 seconds to process and respond. If they don't, there's a consequence, which we'll get to in a second. But if they do, the reward needs to happen within half a second of the behavior. Timing is everything. If you wait too long to reward, your dachshund won't connect the dots between the action and the treat. Step 5. Implement immediate consequences for ignoring you. Consequences don't mean punishment, they mean the absence of what your dachshund wants. If you call your dachshund and they ignore you, you don't yell, you don't repeat yourself, you calmly walk over, guide them to where you were, and then completely ignore them for 30 seconds. No eye contact, no petting, no talking. Then you release them and go back to what you were doing. This teaches your dachshund that ignoring you doesn't just mean they don't get a reward, it means they lose your attention entirely, which, believe it or not, is something most dachshunds actually crave. On the flip side, when they obey immediately, you throw a party, treats, praise, petting, the whole celebration. The contrast between ignoring you and obeying you needs to be crystal clear. Step 6. Proof commands in different environments. Your dachshund might sit perfectly in your living room and act like they've never heard the word outside. This is normal. Dachshunds don't generalize well. Just because they learned a command in one place doesn't mean they understand it applies everywhere. You need to practice commands in different locations with different levels of distraction. Start in your quiet living room, then move to the backyard, then the front yard, then a quiet park, then a busy park. Gradually increase the difficulty and don't move to the next level until your dachshund is obeying the first time in the current environment. And here's something most people don't know. Dachshunds are more likely to ignore you when they're on leash and know you can't actually do anything about it. Practice off-leash obedience in a safely enclosed area, so your dachshund learns that commands aren't optional just because they have freedom. Step 7. Be consistent every single time. This is where most dachshund owners fail. You can't enforce commands on Monday and let your dog slide on Wednesday because you're tired. Your dachshund will figure out that your commands are negotiable, and you'll be right back where you started. Every single person in your household needs to be on the same page. Same commands, same rewards, same consequences. If your partner lets the dog on the couch without a sit and you don't, your dachshund will just wait for the easier option. Consistency is the difference between a well-trained dachshund and a selective listener. There's no shortcut around it. So there you have it. 7 steps to make your dachshund obey the first time, every time. Start with one step today. Not all 7, just one. Make yourself more interesting than the environment, or switch to high-value treats, or commit to 5-minute training sessions. Build from there. Your dachshund isn't stubborn because they hate you, they're stubborn because you haven't given them a compelling reason to listen yet. Change that and you'll change everything. If this video helped you, smash that like button and subscribe for more dachshund-specific training tips. Drop a comment below and tell me your biggest training challenge with your dachshund. I read every single one, and your question might be featured in an upcoming video. Now go turn that stubborn sausage dog into the obedient companion you know they can be. You've got this.